and this is your warm-up for today. You're going to be creating a proportional and a non-proportional graph. So you can make it with whatever colors you want to make it, or if you just want to use a pencil, that's fine too. But what you should do first is, after you get your piece of copier paper, as you walk in, I want you to go ahead and mark what you think is the middle of the paper, so that you can divide it in half. You could also fold the paper if you like, just so that you put one graph on one side and one graph on the other. So on this side over here, I'm going to go ahead and make my proportional graph. That's going to be my first one. And I just want you to go ahead and recall. I'm trying to get you to activate your memories of last week and remember what is proportional and what does it look like. So right here, I'm going to actually write the word proportional. And on the other side, I'll go ahead and fix that focus real quick. And on the other side, I will write non-proportional. Okay, so now that we got that written down, we just need to make our two graphs. So what you're going to need to do is, when you're making your graph, I want you to make sure there is a y-axis. You're going to label it y-axis. And I want you to create an x-axis. And we'll label this one. Right here I'll put x-axis. You'll do the same for the other. Alright. And right here I'll write x-axis. Now, think about, well, what is the difference in a graph when we're looking at them? So one of the things we know about proportional is that it runs through the origin. So I'll use a little bit of color here. So I'm going to put one point right here on the origin. And then what we can do is we can go ahead and put a point anywhere else. You can make it negative slope and go down. You can make it a positive slope and go up. It's up to you. It just needs to be a proportional graph, which means it runs through origin. So I'm going to go ahead and use a positive slope and put my second point in quadrant 1. And once I do that, I'm going to go ahead and graph it. And that is my proportional graph. Now I'm going to go ahead, move this over, and I want to make my non-proportional. So you got to think, okay, what does a non-proportional graph look like? Well, if proportional runs through origin, then your non-proportional does not run through origin. So I'm going to choose where my y-intercept is. So that y-intercept can be anywhere on this y-axis. I think in this case I'm going to put mine on the positive side. So I'll put my y-intercept up here. And then I'm going to put a point anywhere in quadrant 1. So let's see, we'll do it right there. Now just go ahead, use my protractor to make me a straight line. And there we go. So if you look, I have one graph that is proportional, and I have one graph that is non-proportional. It's non-proportional because it does not go through the origin. It goes through a y-intercept, and the proportional does go through origin. And that's your warm-up for today. So just keep it simple, make it as nice as you like. Make sure to write your name on it so that you'll get credit for it.